This week on Have You Heard? I've got a bit of a crime story that involves food and drink. Are we ready for it?
Crime, food and drink. So ready.
It's something that's happened recently, that happened in the lead up to Christmas. We had a Great Guinness Heist.
Oh.
A what?
The Great Guinness Heist of 2024.
Oh, the heist.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So everyone probably heard about the shortage of Guinness in the lead up to Christmas.
There was
Have you
no
not?
shortage. That was
No.
like crap. Come on.
No, so
It was in the
apparently
UK, Rachel. It wasn't over
Yeah,
here.
Oh.
in the UK, like so in England, Wales, and Scotland. I think you were all right in Northern Ireland because you got the direct line from Dublin. There was a
Ulster says
shortage.
no.
There was a shortage of Guinness, and they were blaming it on the TikTok generation of Gen Zers.
Leave it out.
So they were using it to split the G in all the videos and everything like that, but that's a different story for a different day. So this heist took place in Northamptonshire, and a truck carrying 400 kegs of Guinness, which is about 35,500 pints, was stolen from its depot.
How do you lose a Guinness truck?
It was stolen.
Like, where are you going to put it? You're going to like hide it in the
It's not
bushes or
The
like...
mountain somewhere among the missing, like the good old days. You were just taken away.
Well, you know what? The way I look at it, you deserve to get a shortage because you haven't got a fucking clue how to pour it over there. I've seen videos and footage of bartenders and like there's no head on it, or else it's like bubbly head and it's half the glass. Like nobody in the UK knows how to pour a Guinness.
How dare you?
Whenever I worked in bars over in Manchester, they had these little magnetic surgers, and you had to pour the whole tin into a glass and pump the surger, and the thing just surged it. So like, it wasn't even Guinness. Like it just was shite.
Yeah,
basically.
but you can get that over here too, like the surge cans, and then the surge you put on the top.
Yeah, that's fine. But you actually put the tin into the glass, stuck it on this little surger thing, and hit the button, and the bubbles went. Shite.
Well, you can't
Anyway.
come accusing us, James, because it's not the first time there's been a Guinness heist.
No, was
Why?
it 2007 or 12 or something?
Yeah, so back in 2007, over Christmas again, a van drove into St James's Gate Brewery and stole 40,000 pints of beer, including Guinness, Budweiser, and Carlsberg.
Oh
No, I'm sorry. Like, how do you even do that? Like, no.
Just
We're a
drink it
trustworthy
all.
nation.
No, I mean, like, you've
Drink
got
it.
trucks of all these bloody big, massive barrels of booze, and no one's like, oh, where's it gone? Oh, no. Oh, it's
Disappeared
just,
into
you know.
thin air.
Well, it's still missing. So
Gone.
they reckon that the stolen kegs have ended up on the black market to be resold through like underground channels. So there's some black market Guinness going around. Yeah.
I
No,
don't know
that's
whether
ridiculous.
I should be admitting this publicly, but when I was younger, me and a load of my friends, when we were like 16, 17, we used to rob a load of kegs off the back of a hotel
You're getting done. You're getting done. Criminality.
and then like throw them over the wall. And we used to hang out on the opposite side of this hotel in like this. We create this little den in the middle of like a bush, a big bush. And like I remember I was in school and I was drawing out the design of how I was going to make this keg heist work. And so
All right.
I sketched it
60
out.
seconds.
And there was
I
like
know.
we used to sit around a load of empty kegs, like they were our seats. But then I decided to get 2 empty kegs side by side, 2 on top of that, and then get the full one and turn it upside down on top of the empty keg stand that we created. And then with a stick off one of the fucking branches and a cup,
push down
we'd
on the-
push in, yeah. And yeah, we did that for months. But then we realized after that these were the ends of the kegs, the empty kegs that we were robbing.
Oh, no.
So we were,
Serves you right.
yeah.
It serves
Yeah.
you right.
Oh,
And that's why the
so.
price of Guinness has gone up, because you're trying to nick it. But
And
apparently,
I'll have you
due to-
know, actually, sorry, James, that Britain actually gives good head.
Oh!
I can't follow that. That's me. That's my section done. I can't follow it.
That's us done here. Goodbye.
But apparently, due to the shortage as well, I've heard that we had to raid the reserves of Ireland's reserves of Guinness, so they had to export it over to the UK.
There's
Our
reserves.
stocks.
Yeah, so they have a reserve for just in case of emergencies, and that reserve is generally
I think
ring
that's
fence
silly as
for
fuck.
Ireland. And we
Post-apocalyptic and like everyone in
Yeah,
their
you
den.
You can't make this
calling
shit
up
up.
James's guy. Yeah, bring me a keg of Guinness quick. We're closing up the hatch.
But the thing is, I remember seeing that as one of the facts. You know, when we toured the Guinness factory, it it was all about like what happens in the worst case scenario, and they have their own reserves.
You know, Dublin, well, not Dublin, Ireland isn't even the largest exporter of Guinness. Do you know
Is it
where
Nigeria?
Yeah, it's Nigeria.
Is
Nigeria
it?
yeah, that's the largest export of Guinness.
Guinness comes from Ireland.
Yeah, it does. But I think the main factory, the main plant production line is Nigeria. The main factory.
Oh.
Well, they've just opened a brewery, or it's due to open in Covent Garden. There's a small brewery, like a micro Guinness brewery, that's opening up in Covent Garden as well, that you can go and do a tour.
Did we hear about that pub in the UK that was giving out was it a loyalty card type thing that you needed to buy 2 standard drinks before you were able to purchase a Guinness because of the shortage?
Yeah,
No,
it was like a
serious?
ration card. Yeah. So it
was a
would
ration
have to
card,
go and
yeah.
get it rationed.
So because of the shortage, they didn't want everyone just coming in taking all the Guinness. So you'd have to buy 2 standard drinks, get your stamp on this card before you could qualify for purchasing a Guinness.
This is the world we live in.
Yeah. First, it was toilet paper during COVID, and now it's Guinness over Christmas. Because when I went just before Christmas, I thought, I'll get some Guinness, stock it up for Christmas. And it was like getting the Tamagotchi. Like, do you know when the Tamagotchis were in demand? People were giving you the side
What's
eye.
a Tamagotchi?
Danny.
Can't you remember the little digital
Serious?
pet? Are you being serious?
No, of course I know what a fucking Tamagotchi is.
But people were really raiding the stocks. It was just ridiculous. But I could have sold it on for a higher price, but I didn't. I just drank it instead. But Guinness and those pies aren't the only thing. So I've got some other great food and drink heists that have happened over the years. The first one was the Great Olive Oil Heist of 2014. So 16,000 litres of extra virgin olive oil was stolen in Spain. So it was a shipment of high quality extra virgin olive oil from a warehouse. The oil was valued at over 60,000 euros, was destined for international export, and it got heisted. Apparently, olive oil is really expensive, but that's a different matter.
It is expensive.
It is.
I just stick to me one cow spray light, whatever it is.
You know the way Italians have some of the longest lifespans of all countries. Apparently, their secret is a lot of the say elderly people in their 90s and even approaching and exceeding hundreds say that they have a shot of olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil a day.
Oh,
That's a pricey way to stay
I think
alive,
that's
isn't
like
it?
an old wives' tale.
Possibly,
Yeah.
but they the figures are showing it's working.
Does it work out cheaper than Botox?
I'm not the one on the panel that you should be asking. Danny.
Maybe not.
I've never had Botox.
No,
Me neither.
I don't.
You need to ask Sister Rachel Patrick.
It took me a second there.
Oh, moving on before I've got
Sister
another
doesn't do
heist.
Botox?
Before we fall out on this episode, I've got another one. The Nutella robbery of 2017. So 20 tons of Nutella worth around 60,000 euros was stolen in Italy. So a truck carrying 20 tons of Nutella was hijacked by a gang of thieves. The truck was intercepted in the dead of night, and the thieves disappeared with their sticky haul.
Sticky hole?
Sticky haul, not hole.
Hall or hole?
Haul, Haul.
Right.
Oh,
I'll
that's
look that up.
Yeah. But they reckon that most of the Nutella was resold illegally. So if you've bought Nutella on the black market, you know where it's come from. And then the next one, another chocolate-based one, was the stolen chocolate fiasco of 2019. And 2,000 tons of chocolate, which was worth $20 million, was stolen. Million. Yeah. And this was in Belgium. So thieves stole more than 2,000 tons of high-quality chocolate from a warehouse, and it was sold on the black market again. And it was so severe that the Belgian authorities launched an investigation, and the chocolate was never tracked down. It's probably been eaten before it's even been sold on, if it's Belgian. While you were in Belgium, James, did you buy any expensive chocolate off a man on a marketplace?
I bought chocolate, but I can't confirm I had nothing to do with that heist.
Okay, well,
It's very
yeah.
rich. It's very rich and indulgent. Like
it is rich at $20 million.
Yeah, true. But I mean, even the chocolate, the actual eating of it is very rich because you'd have 2 of them. We had actually, when we got there, we had 3 chocolates each, the little ones, like a Quality Street or rose size roses. Yeah. And we didn't touch it again after that because it was so indulgent.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Yeah, no wonder it cost that much. And there's probably were a lot of sick people just if they had to demolish the goods before it got found. And the final one was the caviar heist of 2018, and the stolen goods were worth around $4.5 million.
Million?
Caviar. Million, yeah.
Million?
Yeah.
Or million?
Million. Or million.
Again? Million.
Million, yeah, million. Thanks, Darren.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I'm only kidding.
I know.
I love you,
so-
millions.
So thieves in Russia stole 2,000 kilos, and that equates to around £4,400 worth of premium beluga caviar. Is it beluga?
Beluga
It's one of the
whale.
most it's one of the most expensive types in the world, and the haul was smuggled out of the warehouse and sold on the black market
The
again.
whore was smuggled.
Oh.
Yeah. Some arrests were made, but a significant portion of the caviar remained unaccounted for. So there you go.
That's one thing I've never had and have no interest in is caviar.
Well, caviar.
No, same. Is it like fish eggs? What is it?
Yeah, I've had roe before.
I've never had any.
I
of
thought
that.
roe was like white bait fish, like
I thought-
cod and haddock.
I think roe's like eggs, isn't it? I thought roe was eggs.
You forgot the biggest heist of all, Jake. P. Diddy
that?
and his 20,000 gallons of baby oil.
Well, yeah, there is that, but it's not food, is it? You can't drink baby
God.
oil unless you're into
Well,
into
so you had a few
drinking.
people drinking it.
Wow, there was. So you have it. A bit of crime involving a bit of food and drink. So apologies to anyone that is trying to be good in January and you're craving caviar, Belgian chocolates, Guinness, and olive oil. I've probably got you wanting it now.
Thanks for watching this episode of Meet in the Middle.
If you enjoyed this episode, why not check out the others?
And see that subscribe button? Hit it. Hit it.
And while you're there, hit that bell notification and drop us a like. We'll see you next time.